that was his nose, then that would have been so.
Bruh.
We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
I'm not saying crap, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about. Yeah. No, man, for me, I think it was a good first episode, to be honest. I think like the setup for the story, just the story on the first episode alone, I thought was pretty legit. Everything else seems, I thought like it's all pretty good. What you guys saying?
I'm kind of with you. Like, I think it all seems good. I feel like what they're doing massively is like playing a lot of all of the mystery from the end of season one, and even turning some of those things on their head early. So we're kind of unbalanced already in this. But with the whole being in the past and being in the future, I do like that how we're doing this at the same time, so we can affect the past. But then it's like, hopefully later on down the season, they're not cheating with it hard. Like, oh, this guy needs information and you have to give it. You know what I'm saying? You go back right now to give it to him and he gets it, and then he can then level up almost in a battle.
But if you never removed that,
What?
Loki being in any kind of time stream now that you've been put at the thing.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
So you just think it's gone forever? Like,
yeah.
they only. So what was that for then?
That's what I'm saying.
Just
like,
for trailers.
First thing I can say, like, I don't know how they're gonna write the rest of the season. Like, maybe they're saying that it's a possibility to go elsewhere within the TVA, but just to show, I don't know, possibilities.
My question is about they just trying to dismantle everything that TVA kind of.
There's always going to be two sides, though, isn't it?
Right.
So obviously now they also set up that narrative that that lady, she's like, well, I still believe in what I believe. That's why she sent out the army.
Right.
And we've got Hunter, which is like, you can't just be sending out just for one person. So there's that mission. Then also, obviously they've got the Loki Mobius mission with going to fight He Who Remains. And then you got Sylvie trying to live a peaceful life, which ain't gonna happen.
The truth is, we just don't know anything.
Yeah,
We don't, and that's what they did last season.
they did.
And this is
It's
why I
gonna
was
continue,
like,
yeah.
and that's why I'm not super excited, because I just watched about 4 episodes today.
Right.
About 4 episodes today. I'm like, that's why I'm not excited. I hear you. I'm not excited.
Right.
I'm just gonna go for what it is. But listen, I just watched 4 episodes of last season.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get as excited like you did last time. Only for, you know what I'm saying? Only to be in the
I hear
same
you.
place again.
I
Do you know
hear
what I
you.
mean? But calm, man. We'll see.
For me, like, it's the same with like season 1, where I think it was good up until the supermarket. Is that 2 or 3 episodes?
Episode 3.
Episode 3. Then it was good. Then it took a mad dip, and then it came back.
Episode 6, the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was most of the time with him and Sylvie.
Mm.
They spent the time in that whole plan that wasn't just
That's
structured,
it.
getting the train out of the
Mm.
place and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But
Like, it was like, interweaving stories here and there, but like, like a good amount of the episodes were just like good, spare fluff, just get some episodes and filler, rest it here, and then boom, get to the end of time, see Kang or whatever. So if they do that here again, obviously it's gonna be a bit of a shame, but like for me, like this first episode, it's like super solid.
right.
It almost felt like a mini movie.
Mm-hmm.
What was the runtime on this?
47.
No way. And I feel like it might just go into the same thing again. That is crazy.
What
Where-
did you feel like it was longer?
A little bit.
I
But
mean,
I feel like
there's
the
a lot.
pace-
It's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like, it's a lot of like setups and stuff like that.
But the pace, like I said, the pacing was good and stuff. And I feel like, again, like they've crammed so much here that they're like, there's going to be episodes possibly where it's like, whatever. let's just do an episode or whatever, which I hope doesn't happen, but it is what it is.
I think from this episode, the formula of this is going to be the same as the formula of season 1. This is going to be one of the better episodes at the end. 136. I'm just going to go like that again, man.
I hear you on that.
Get me? And that's, I don't know, if you keep giving us the visuals like this and you keep giving us with some sort of intrigue, maybe we'll get something out of it at the end. If like you've actually got an overarching thing where, because Kang is supposed to be the next big bad, this kind of has to end with a dramatic change of something. Either the TVA is known to everyone, or there is a branch of the TVA that are happy to stay as the TVA, while the rest of them who want to return can return to their timelines and go that way. And then we've got to find out the whole Kang situation. Like Kang hiding in the TVA Like, do you know what I'm saying? Everything needs to kind of be revealed, bro.
See, I'm trying to put together like everything the Avengers did with traveling back in time, yeah, and now these lot being here today talking about the end of time, and obviously Kang being involved. Is this a scenario where it's like we're kind of trying to change the timeline, but at the same time possibly having like two timelines?
I'm gonna say no, because this is like obviously it's still like moving forward,
Right.
but it's just like it's weird because it's almost like it's not our main timeline, but what is our main timeline?
Yeah, I think that's more so what I think you're both saying the same thing. But we're even saying two timelines. It's not going to be two timelines. It's going to be every timeline.
Right.
But the timeline that you're referring to now, which is Sam's referring to also, is going to be different. I think that's really where we're really going. So it's like when we return to whatever point of normalcy we get to for our new prime timeline.
Right.
Yeah. After the event of Kang being killed and that ending the singular sacred timeline and us going into a multiverse thing, there's just going to be a new one where it's like some of these events happened, some of these events didn't happen, or unless they are just boom, 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 and it's all over. Listen, I would end it, bro.
What?
I would end the timeline, bro.
Just have one.
No, I would end. See how they're talking about the end of time?
Yeah.
It would be the end.
Boom. And that's the end of
That's the end, bro.
MCU
finished, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Because
that's what I'm trying to get to.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do that. But that's just seems this like they've almost given themselves a second opportunity.
Right.
And what they're gonna do instead of clapping it and then restarting it is they're just gonna continue it.
Yeah.
Which is wrong. Bro, see, there's two continues here.
Okay.
There's the continue of, oh man, Kang time ended.
Right.
Complete, finish, end. And then in that end, that totality, that finish, there's almost like another big bang.
It's the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
the way we're no. But the way we're talking about it now is we're talking about ending the MCU and starting something brand new.
Yeah.
Yes. They're not gonna do that.
Of course.
They're gonna end it and continue it.
Yeah, because almost like
it's like
which is wrong. Which I think is wrong. They're gonna deflash it basically. You see at the end of the Flash where where George Clooney is Batman.
You think they're doing that?
It's gonna be closer to that.
Okay.
It's gonna be close to that. Where, bruv, like the characters that they want to, if they are characters that they want to bring back, perfect time to do it. If there's characters that they want to recast, perfect time to do it. That's why I feel like we're really going.
And that plays in the whole TVA thing. Like, yo, you can't start going elsewhere because it messes up everything. Play like double down on that, man. Go all the way in, and then that's.
The Loki we've been watching isn't our Loki. Yeah? Just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
So we're already in that space of characters being replaced by variants. We just haven't come to terms with, okay, so there's a new Tony and you know what I'm saying? Like there's a variant. They've given we've accepted this Loki as our new Loki.
Yeah, as our main, yeah.
So
but he's not as we're saying, we've not even seen anyone from our timeline even here.
This is what I'm saying. Well, by the time we go back, we would have almost forgot about our timeline, but at the same time, our timeline doesn't matter, bro. Our timeline's finished, bro. What's happening on our timeline right now? Captain Marvel and that. And we don't even know. The timeline's done, bro.
The thing is,
our timeline's done.
It's a double charge on that because that's what I was like. One, you double down on your whole TVA stuff,
right?
Yeah, because even just going back to just refreshing the whole, bro. That's actually pretty sick.
What do you mean?
So they decided to have this whole TVA stuff and just like I said, massive dump on everything from the past year. All right, cool. This is how big you lot are, yeah, compared to the minuscule that we are, yeah. All right, cool. Infinity Stones don't matter here. They use this paperweight. All right, cool. By the end of this, just be something completely new, and we also get to erase the nonsense that we were watching in the past year or so. Do you know what I'm saying? And that won't matter.
They're not doing that.
They're not doing that
because we've been saying this for time.
That's my wishful thinking. Like, yo, That one,
Oh,
if
that's
anyone
it.
ever mentioned, yo, did you watch like about that time like that?
Oh,
Do
yeah, okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Because we've been saying this for time since the end of Endgame, and they've created like, well, they started Loki, and that was like the first season, whatever. Boom, that's your chance to then go back to a timeline, or create mini timelines to do whatever the hell you want, and then don't even touch. Well, let's say the 10 years of Marvel that happened, because it's like, boom, that happened. That's the sacred time. That's going in a circle, and then you got branching ones. You kill Kang, and it's like you could play or do whatever you want, where you can make a new Tony, you can make this, you can make that, and that history is not touched. So everyone's not going, oh, that's happening, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, not really, because...
Me, I don't think I'd accept that personally.
Really?
That is a very nice bow that you've done it in. But if you're doing that, there was 2 chances to end it. One, at the end of Infinity War, Thanos won. And second, at the end of Loki season 1, where they killed Kang. And Kang said, oh, if you kill me, you're going to start this whole thing. That is a beginning, but also a great place to just be like, this was the end. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, bruv, I don't see them scrapping.
Hell no.
She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, bruv, that's not going nowhere.
And that's where...
And I don't think they're going to lock us in. I don't think that they think that our timeline of Iron Man to Endgame, they're not treating it as sacred as we discuss it. This is why I don't think also what you're saying is going to happen. I feel like...
Oh, no, I'm with Raven, wishful thinking.
Yeah, they're going to continually butcher and butcher away. Bro.
And that's the issue is where it's like, if you don't have threads from the past, you could do whatever the hell you want and no one will complain. No one could be like, well, obviously if the writing and everything is a bit rubbish, then everyone's going to complain about that. But you're not having ties to like almost 10 years of a story where it's like, oh, now you have to S on a character and do this to a character.
Then what are we watching? See,
and that's in it.
Yeah, like, but see,
you can bring whoever you want. Like you could do another universe where the mutants exist, another universe where what's the other word for people? Meta people.
Metahumans.
Yeah. So
I agree. I hear you, but there's then gonna be like, well, what was the first 15 years for? If now we can't tie it to something, because it's like, boom, whatever we do. Let's say, new Iron Man movie.
Okay,
bro, are you excited? I'm not excited at all.
No, okay, yeah, that I understand.
No one's gonna be excited.
That I agree, but it's like it happens in comics all the time where you got the Amazing Spider-Man.
This ain't comics, bro.
Isn't it?
It's not, bro.
Because it's like those.
This is
stories exist. Like
that's
you got the
ultimates. The mindset that got us here, bro. Them lot thinking, this, bro. I go through this all the time. There's a point where the mediums have to devote, dissect, and the whole people can keep coming back. It's not gonna run in film like that, bro. Especially when they're bro. You can't kill Tony, bro.
Yeah.
You don't bring him back.
Boom. But look what they've done now in Secret Wars, where everyone was like, with Rhodey. Everyone was like,
man's been working the wrong Rhodey for like God knows how many years.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like that moment. You like that will matter, but that's another story, another timeline where it's like the scrolls were already on Earth, and boom, 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 boom.
I'm not picking up. I'm not really picking it up, bro.
What do you mean?
So it's like you're like, yo, okay, look, we've watched Rhodey for 10 years now, and let's just say from Loki, the end of season 1, branch timeline. So on this branch timeline, this is actually the timeline where Skrull Rhodey exists, and our actual timeline that we was watching, that wasn't Skrull Rhodey.
Yes.
Why am I now then gonna just go with this story? Like, because I don't know this brother. Right. So now it's like the reason why I doubt it is because they would have to make very good films. And very good. And they're not going to. And this is the bottom line. This is the reason why we can guarantee that's not going to happen. Right. Because if they was going to do that, they would have already been doing it. They would have because if that bruv, all we're saying is get to a point where you can make good movies. But if they back themselves into that corner, bro, it's kind of you would have already been doing that. We wouldn't have had half these dead movies we already got, bro. If they was thinking like that.
Right. To be honest.
Look at the directors of Secret Wars talking about, these men are upset because I'm doing this with... Bro, they're not even checking the people they're working with's mindset for the situation.
Right.
So we're going to I believe we're going to get more... And when I say She-Hulk stuff, I mean more so, not that type of content, but more so that thinking towards it, like, I'm not worried about what the fans or blah, 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 or whatever. I'm just writing my story. And I think that has been hurting us and going to continue to hurt us.
Yeah. So it's almost like you got like writers like that where either they point at the fans, we're going to like laugh in your face about stories we can create, characters you do love and just treat them however. Or you're going to get other writers where it's like they're tired so much that they don't even watch previous media and they don't care about it. They're just like, all right, write this. And it's like, oh, that moment that you guys cared about, crapping on that.
Yeah.
That moment there, that don't matter. That moment there, there's no canon. You know what I'm saying? So, like, obviously, competent writers I would assume, know what they've been dealing with. God knows how much movies are attacked, but it's just going to become too much. It already is too much, to be honest. And again, for people who are new, I'd rather like a new partner storyline where you hear about past events. It's almost like when they keep talking about the Avengers in New York. So imagine not someone's ever watched the Avengers movie, but they jumped into Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's something happening in New York, blah, 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 blah. This affected the blah, blah, blah. Like, and only then you could go back and want to jump into those stories if you want to, but you're not really, like, just tired about an event, but there's still, like, a nice story going on.
You can still carry on.
Contained. Yeah. But...
I just hope we get to a point where we stop ticking the boxes and we start writing meaningful stuff with characters that we care. Like at some point they need to stop doing that. Just take this, like just throw that checklist away and just start writing good stuff. Because where we are right now it's mad.
I mean, this is the best thing we've got. This is the best show we've had. So it's like not super negative down on them, but even it's hard to say where this is going.
Right.
At this point. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's because we've just got so many ideas, but it's hard to say where this is
Loki's
going.
not bad. Loki's not bad. But
okay. Because this episode is really good, and obviously, like I said, previous season 1 episode was pretty good as well, apart from what they did with Infinity Stones. And is that because you think they can mess with time and they have, let's say, more freedom to do so?
They're they're in uncharted territory,
right?
And because they're in uncharted territory, we don't know what to expect.
Okay,
and that's why we're here, and that's why we're talking about the end of the first season. There's bare questions, and the first episode of the second season, they're playing on the fact that there's bare questions, and then they're giving us something and then taking it away. So it's like, for me, there's just bare deception and so if this all turns out to just be very dead towards the end, I wouldn't be surprised because of how much smoke and mirrors. But there's also enough smoke and mirrors for them to pull out something amazing. Almost like they did do in season 1, where the season we wouldn't say the whole season was great, but by the end of it, when you're pulling out Jonathan Majors, you're pulling out the Multiverse War storyline, that is good. We are into that, bro. So it's like, you kind of just feed us more of that. And it's like in this first episode they have, but then they started taking things away already. That's what gets me alarming. Like, why this thing that you was leaning on in all of the trailers is saying that, oh, this Loki's going through this thing, only lasts for the first episode. Then it's like, so what else have you got in store for us? Like, are we really going crazy? And my gal eating chicken nuggets ain't it?
We're trying everything.
She's been trying everything.
But yeah, man, I'd like to see more of Obi though. He was a legit character in this, to be honest. But I guess only time will tell.
Man, we only got to wait till next week.
True.
Decent start, man.
Very good start. But you guys rating the episode still?
I'm sitting on the 3.
On a 3?
I'm sitting on 3.
I'm gonna take Ravens 3.
Is it?
What do you know? What I was gonna go higher, but come on, man.
For me, it's so.
The reason why I say cut, bruv.
You know what? Maybe I should have watched those episodes today, because that really balanced me out.
Okay.
Like, you guys not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? There's some good stuff in Loki, bro. But it's just the way you love wrapping up, fam. Just allow me, bro. Like, come on, man. I want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? I want to be.
No, man. For me, this episode really works, man. Like, even the comedic timing, like, it was Like, it wasn't like this before, though, was it?
It was, man. It was good, bro.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. This is
bro,
mad.
Listen, you, man. The production of the show
Bro,
was good always, bro.
super
They
legit.
went hard, bro. It's like they was doing this funny stuff above it. In the last season, there was funny moments, there's comedic moments. It all lands. It was never like there's nothing wrong with the show. It's just where we're going. It's just where we're going, and it's like there's too much. Like there's so much smoke and mirrors. It's hard to know. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, with other things, it's like a bit more direct. You're like, okay, we're leading here. Even with Secret Invasion, it's like, all right, there's mystery, but we're leading to this war between boom, 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 boom. And here it's like, there's so many intricate things like, these men are going this way, these men are going this way. We still don't know what this power means, that power, or and when it's going to come together, that it's just like anything can happen, bro. We're deep in the twilight zone in this one.
Boom. What was that show where that guy goes
Quantum Break.
There you go. That's
You're
what it
welcome.
reminds me of. Yes. So it's almost like that, basically.
100%.
Yeah.
I want more of that, though. Because
Yeah.
we was always saying from the trailers, it feels like this. It feels like this. But we never really got episodes of that. We just got him and her running around.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe. We'll see. But with 6 episodes, bro, how much of that can you get? Do you know what I'm saying?
Guess only time will tell. And the only way to find out is to clock into the next episode. Guys, let us know in the comments down below. What do you think of Loki Season 2, Episode 1? Good start, bad start. Do you like Loki? Do you hate Loki? Who's your favorite character? Mobius, Obi, Loki, Sylvie. And yeah, I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS.
Jay won't further sub notes.
Peace.